Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. We are, you know, in the midst of a coronavirus outbreak right now. So, everybody's kind of like on edge and everything. But we mostly stay home anyway, so we are trying to make sure that we keep ourselves protected. So as you can tell from the title, we are going to be talking about some mom questions, like mommy Q&A, I would say. These are like most questions that I get asked a lot, and also some of them will be from my Instagram that I asked on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me at allthingshaz1. Yeah, so let's get on with it. So the first question, and I'll be using my phone because I have it like right there, is what is it like being a mom? I would say very, very interesting. I think that's a good word to use. I feel like it's very interesting. It's like you go through so many stages of motherhood, of yourself. You find out stuff about people, you find out stuff about yourself, and then it's all like centered around being a mom. Like you get to see your child like experience things, and you like, wow, this is like so crazy. And I'm like, it's very emotional too. So yeah, that's what it's like being a mom. It's very interesting and really, really emotional. So the second question is, did I want kids, and how am I adjusting to having two? The question the answer to that is I don't know if I wanted kids, to be honest. I'm not sure that I wanted kids, but now that I have kids, I'm like, wow, I really do have kids, and I still wake up every day with that feeling like, whoa, I really do have kids. And not just one, I have two kids. So I don't know, I didn't know if I wanted kids. I'm not sure I did want kids, I would say, but now that I have them, I am like adjusting so well to it, and I like really, really, really enjoy all this stuff that happens with having kids. Yeah. So the next question is my favorite thing about each kid. What's crazy is that both of my kids have two different personality, and they're like two different person. And I know she's the baby, but compared to how our brother was at that age, they're totally different persons. So my favorite thing about my son is how smart he is. Like he learns so fast. It's crazy how fast he learns, and how he remembers stuff. So that was have this saying that you have to be careful what you say around kids. You really have to be careful what you say around him, because he understands and gonna repeat every single thing that you say. And for my daughter, my favorite thing about her is just how much she adores me. Like, she will always look at me, she always just like smile at me, and it's just so crazy just to see her eyes just like adoring me. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. So the next question is, did I have a natural birth, and if I have any tips? Yes, I had a natural birth with both of them, and my tip is to be mentally prepared to have a natural birth, because people have their stories, people have the ways, but if you're not mentally prepared to have a natural birth, when the pain hits you, you're gonna be asking for anything to relieve that pain, because it just come like it's just hit you at once, and nothing that you do just kind of like help relieve it. However, I think I should make another video of explaining how should you have natural births, and good things. So the next question is, what kind of mom are you? So I did a psychology class that said that people have different parenting styles. Even though I feel like those were some good points in good parenting style, I feel like it varies, and I feel like I'm not one of those. I'm more like I'm very laid back, I would say, parent. However, I'm trying to adjust my personality with being a mom, because like, you know, I'm very introverted, I would say, or I'm an introvert, I would say. Like, I like to be by myself, and I also like company, but I like to be by myself, and I like to do stuff by myself, and that's just me. So I'm trying to adjust that type of personality that I have to, you know, help my kids be more, a little bit more social, because I'm not very social. And even though I like being like this, sometimes I feel like I should have really had like more friends, or, you know, do more stuff. So it's very thing that you have to be like adjusted to. So that's, I don't know what kind of mom I am. I'm just trying to adjust how, based off my kids' needs. So yeah. The next question is, how did you know you were pregnant? Oh my god. So the first time I got pregnant with my son, I kind of just knew, because like, you know, I woke up, this was like maybe 2 months though. So the first month that I missed my cycle, I was like, whatever. But the second month, I'm like, it's not here yet, you know. I'm like, where is it? So I did a test, and I was like, oh my god, it has 2 lines on it. But it wasn't like shocking to me, because I kind of just figured that I knew, even though like we were trying to be very, very protective. But you know how that goes. Sometimes protection don't work. And that was for my son. So for my daughter, I was on birth control. It wasn't working. I tried to switch birth control. That didn't go well. So I switched back to the one that wasn't working. And then it just happened, and I didn't know till like months afterwards. So yeah, that's how I knew I was pregnant. Okay. So the next question is it harder with 1 child or 2? That's a good question. I have to think about it. I would say that it's not much harder having 1 child than having 2 child. However, the hardest part about it is that you have 2 needs to fulfill. I would say you have 2 needs to fulfill. So I wouldn't say that it's much harder. The hardest part to me so far, having 2 kids that are like super dependent on me right now, is going out. And you know, I dread going out with both of them, because my son is in his temper stage. He don't understand no. He wants to do this, he wants to do that, and she is just still too young, so I can't just like put her down, and like, you know, I have to kind of like hold her. And it gets a little bit difficult, and I'm not gonna be saying that it's like so easy for me, but being at home with them is so much easier, because I, you know, I'll kind of like put each of them on a different schedule, or that works with both of them at the same time. But going out is just much harder. And mentally, I'm okay with having 2 kids. Yeah, basically. So yeah, the next question is, how do you juggle being a mom and a wife? I have no idea how to answer that question, because I'm still not there juggling being a mom and a wife. I can say that it's really a very hard adjustment when, you know, like, you're taking care of your husband, or you're taking care of your wife, or, you know, you're just taking care of your significant other, and then to have a kid in that mix, that's like, oh my god, they just don't get it. And I'm still struggling a little bit to find that balance. However, I've been doing much better since having my daughter. So yeah, I don't know how to answer that really, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. So if you have any tips about how to juggle being a mom and a wife, let me know. Okay. So the next question is, what is it like being a stay-at-home mom? And my answer to that is very, very, very stressful but rewarding. I know it kind of sound that they're clashing. What I'm saying sound like they're clashing, but I can tell you it's really stressful and it's really rewarding. It's like I feel like it's a never-ending cycle of being a stay-at-home mom. It's like you always cleaning. It's like you clean something and you're like, oh, I just spent hours cleaning that, because you know during the cleaning you have to keep stopping to attend to the kids. I just spent hours cleaning that. You go use the bathroom, you come back out and it's like everything just explode while you were gone for that short amount of time. So it's like a never ending balance. So it's rewarding because you know you get to stay at home with your kids, you get to watch them, you get to experience them, but it is so stressful because it's like, where did all this come from? What is happening? I do like being a stay-at-home mom, but I do feel like it's very stressful, and I feel like I need to go out more because it wears on you mentally. Okay. So the next question is, do you breastfeed, and any tips on breastfeeding? That's a good question. I feel like there's a stigma with breastfeeding because a lot of people don't breastfeed. You know, compared to who breastfeed, a lot of people don't breastfeed. And I feel like the reason why a lot of people don't breastfeed is they don't know how to breastfeed. I know, it's because it doesn't come naturally. It's very hard to me. It was very hard, and I breastfeed my son and I breastfeed my daughter. So basically, I've been doing it for almost 3 years strong. So basically, that's a good amount of time. I'm like, I'm surprising myself I made it that far. And my tip on breastfeeding is to read about it, understand what it is, look at all the struggles, you know, just to get you have to get a feel of it, like, you know, just so you can know what breastfeeding is. It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna take my boobies out and give to the baby and she's just gonna magically know how to do it. It's not that, sis. It's not. So yeah, just read about breastfeeding before your baby gets here. So this is the next question, and I feel like this is gonna be the last question. Any advice for first-time moms? That's a good last question. Okay, so going into motherhood for me was like really, I hated my pregnancy, so I was like really nervous that I would hate being a mom. But it has its days, because some days I just wanna just not be responsible for anybody, but there's some days I'm like, oh, I'm like so glad I'm responsible for somebody, you know. So my advice is that you should just take it one step at a time and understand your baby wants and needs. Don't listen to anybody. You can take advice if you want to, but it's how you act and not advice. Don't listen to people. Only you know your baby best. Nobody knows your baby best. No doctors, no moms. You know, nobody, no family at all. They don't know your baby best. Only you know your baby best. Be aware of what's happening, taking every step of the time, and so far. So, is that all the question? Yeah. That is all the questions we have for today. And I know this is a little short one because I feel like most of the questions was just repetitive. And yeah, so that is all for today for my mommy and me question and answer. Let me know if you want to do a question and answer on me that's not about mommy issues. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Bye.